33 subtract 54.
I got you. Wait, 33 or
54 subtract 33, my fault.
I was saying, you said subtract 33 from 54, so you're...
21.
Yeah, 54.
Man, you got way too excited to shout out 21 from that silly vine from like 8 years ago.
33. And now, you have 3 bags of tilapia.
What?
Tackle, like, what is so 21.
Tilapia. Oh my goodness.
Divided by 7. 21 divided by 7 is 3. So
Why'd you do 21 divided by 7?
Because you have 21 dollars left right here. We subtract that, and then 7. You know that's 20. Well, actually, I'll rephrase that. You know what 20. You don't know what 7 is, but it's common sense for me.
But why wouldn't you do 21 divided by 3?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you had $21 extra. You had $21 responsible for those 3 bags of Tabitha Tidbits.
Divided by 3, and y'all know that's 7, guys. So now, 1 bag of this is $7. No amount of hammer. It's the best, the best I can do. Now, guys, any questions?
No, 3 comments. Number 1, think it through. Number 2.
Whoa, let's hold up a second. Hold up. I got this. Hey, Peyton, are you being kind, uplifting, or respectful right now?
No, I'm.
Then no.
Yep.
He did a pretty good job with what he did.
Yes, I was just.
But like how you say it matters.
Okay, you missed the prices. Next time, maybe read it through before you continue with the whole
Yes,
thing.
sir. I'm so sorry, sir.
Hey, Peyton, do you ever do everything perfectly?
No, but I mean, okay.
I'm just asking you to watch the way you're saying it, because
It wasn't me in a bad way. I was just saying read it through because he missed it.
Corell, did you feel like Peyton was building you up, or did you feel like
He was putting me down, so I had to bully him.
Oh yeah.
That's what I thought. It's here's the thing, Peyton. I think that you were saying you had a good intention behind it, but I think the way you said it was not being uplifting. So we want to be careful about that.
Oh, it's a good job.
But fantastic job overall, Corell. Huh?
I teach you class the rest of the day?
Well, I need you working within your group the rest of the day.
Tabitha Tidbits is tilapia.
That's fair.
The key point I wanted to see, which Corell did a very good job, is what allowed us to use elimination to be able to find this answer. What are we able to see and go? We know that now we can use elimination.
Find the difference between the prices.
So how did you know? So we knew that this was the same, right? She told me there was no difference. So 3 minus 3 equals 0, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what we want to be looking for in these problems is once we see an opportunity to take that difference and find 0, whether it's bags or whatever boxes, whatever the context is, we want to find the same number so that we can eliminate that unknown and then be able to solve for our flakes and then substitute to solve for Tabitha Tidbits, not tilapia. Are there any questions on that
type of fish?
A horrible tasting type.
I would say that's my favorite type of fish.
What?
No, salmon's the best fish.
Tilapia?
I like the lightness of tilapia. I'm not gonna front.
Salmon is very dry.
It depends on how it's made. Yeah.
And plus the skin is fantastic.
Ooh, I can't eat the skin.
I'm already hungry. And lunch was like.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did great.
You did do great.
Why are you racing that? I was a teacher today.
You did do great, Corell. Good job.
Yay.
So, let's go ahead and jump back into, so look at our objectives again, and then we'll go back into the supermarket task, which we started on Friday and we'll continue to work on. So, since you were so happy about this, Shelby, why don't you read me the first objective, please?
Act in a contextual situation and find solutions without using tables, graphs, or equations.
Without using tables, graphs, or equations. So we will this week be looking at making systems of equations, which I know you want to do so badly. But as of right now, we're looking to just logically work through the problem. So Corell was able to just logically go through that problem with no system, right? That's what we want to be able to do. So then when we get to very complicated problems that we can't do that with, we conceptually understand what's going on with the system and with elimination. And we also want to be able to describe and justify how we did it in context, once again, so that we understand what's going on. So, let's go back and look at number 1 on the supermarket task.
You want to take it out?
But yeah, go and take it out. That's what we're working on. Let's see how far we got. we'll be working on that
Is that not
number
the
2 today.
homework? Oh, okay. Wait, is that this?
He's talking about the bag of
This?
chips. Yeah. Bags of chips.
Good job. I think most of us already got number 2, didn't we?
Wait, this class was ahead of most classes.
No
weren't they?
and yes. We worked
So-
the majority of number
Hey,
2
I
and
think
then we
everyone got
copied.
through number 1 in this class, correct? Because
We
we all
finished
started
number
on number
one.
2.
We are moving to number
Yes.
2.
Did
Okay,
y'all
so-
go over number 1 as a whole, as a class?
Yes,
Yes,
and then
yes.
we
Okay,
were
so
about to go over
I'll
number
just ask
2.
one question then about number 1. What did we see in this problem that allowed us to use elimination?
So we noticed that he had 4 boxes of Super Flakes the first time and 4 the second time, which allows you to cancel that immediately out. And it also made sure that the $38 he spent the first time and the $50 he spent the second time, it meant that it did not affect the price in any way. That specific type, because you're able to cancel it out because they were both 4. So the only thing affecting that would be the 3 boxes of Honey Oats compared to the 5 boxes, I believe. I can't
Yes,
really
it
see
was
it.
5. That's correct.
Okay, of Honey Oats. So the 2 bags made the difference, and that.
Exactly. So that's, just want to hammer on that point. You said you knew those 4 boxes happened each time, so you knew that those didn't affect the difference in price, right? We were able to eliminate that unknown and then be able to solve. We had a difference of 2 for the Honey Oats and a difference of $12. We were able to solve for that and then use substitution to be able to solve for the price of the Super Flakes. So
Really quickly, what Mr. Lipman keeps saying the word difference, what mathematical operation should that make us think of?
Subtraction.
subtraction. Good. What did you say? What did you say?
I don't
I
know.
said subtraction.
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say. So, I know we started on number 2, but let's just, so we had 3 bags of barbecue and 4 bags of salt and vinegar was $20.
Mm,
And then 5 bags of barbecue and 8 bags of salt and vinegar was $36. So I think where our conversation left off on Friday was we were trying to figure out how we could maybe get one of these, the number of bags of either barbecue chips or salt and vinegar chips to be the same so that we could use elimination. So let's think about that individually and then work in your groups, if you haven't finished number 2 yet, on how we can do that and how we can go about this problem. If you have finished number 2, which I don't remember if anyone did, but if you have finished number 2, you could go ahead and do number 2 on the 5.8 sheet.
each group, sorry. Well, Shelby got it for her group. I got it for mine.
Yeah,
Phil got it for his.
But,
We
does
need
that mean
everyone
everyone
to
in the
understand.
group has the information?
No, not necessarily.
So that's what that we need as a group. We need to be able to communicate how we did it, so that we all understand it. So then moving forward, we're all doing well. We don't want to just leave people in the dust. So let's work together, talk about how we did it, help make sure everyone understands it, and then once you've got to that point, then you can move on to 5.8 number 2.
And one thing I cannot emphasize enough, the more you talk about the math, 1, the more enjoyable it is, 2, the better you're going to learn it. The more you talk about it, the better you're going to learn it. So talk about it like, whoa. Cool?
Like, how much more entertaining was it for Corell to come up here and talk about how he did it versus me talking to you and no one saying anything,
I know it was fun, don't lie.
right? When I'm up here lecturing and no one says anything, it's super boring, right? It's boring for me too, no one wants to do that. So when we can explain ourselves and figure out how we did it, it's a much, much better time. So let's try to do
Explain
that
it
in our
to me in a
groups.
fun way. I'm not.
You got any Legos?